What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Ligo, one half of Enduro. And tonight, before I do a one-on-one with the great, the great Good Shepherd, I want to do a thank you for, and I want to do two things really. I saw a video last night. Well, two videos, and one of them, of course, by Leatherhead. He's talking about them versus us. And you go Leatherhead Gamer, you go check out the video, of course. But other than that, I also wanted to make sure of something that for those people who have joined the channel lately, I really want to thank them. Now I'm at basically 180 subs, give or take a little bit. I'm at that point right there. So basically right around this time in 2000, how should I say, in 2015, this is basically when the channel started to take off and people start coming in, and the views of our videos went up, and everybody enjoyed themselves for what we're talking about, games, reviews, blah, blah, blah. And now that we got to a certain point, and I want to thank everybody out there who watches our stuff, because at 180 subs, most of our videos go way beyond our sub count. And it's because most of the people who sub to us basically share our videos and other people see it. Because most of our videos don't even go through YouTube. It's like through like Facebook and Google Plus and other stuff, and worldwide, like the analytics is crazy. Like if I see people like in certain countries in South America. Shout out to Lufacillo, for Paraguay. But I'm seeing my videos getting shared in countries that, I would never think that they would listen to Endur's videos. I have basically two other channels. One that has a lot over 1 million subs, but again, that's a partner with somebody else to do what my company does. And the other one is something that I'm starting fresh and new. And even the one with the 1 million subs, like there's some of these countries that we don't even attach in. America, Britain, of course, are the top, but then it scatters from there on. But to get some of the views in those countries it is awesome, and I thank everybody out there for sharing our videos for that same thing. And like I said, I define some of the things like other people's talking about. First of all, like I said, I don't monetize my video, but the second part is that I came on YouTube on the gaming side of the channel, and I have seen that there's a lot of bickering, fighting, bitching, moaning, all that stuff. And I'm not gonna say I'm not above that either, but my most viewed videos are not drama filled, and I'm gonna try to keep that stance up and stay in my lane. If you go to like my Google Plus account, you can see at the top of my account I pinned something because I'm staying in my own lane. And that kind of goes to something really what I'm talking about. And how should I say this? That really goes to a thing that I'm talking about. And also listen to Leatherhead's video, like he's talking about the them versus us. I commented on his video to Google Plus though. I don't think the link back to videos no more. So it's human nature. There's jerks, there's fanboys, there's whatever you want to call it, and even maybe I could look at. I'm maybe one gamer. I'm not the only person, of course. There are other people out there who will do this, who look at things rational. Shep, Andre, the video game nerd, Jay, Red, all these other people who could look at stuff. I could look at stuff objectively. Am I unbiased? No, that word is like a unicorn. It don't exist, people. If you hear everybody say unbiased opinions, bullshit. That's straight out bullshit. I don't mean even to curse on this, but I just don't like when people use that phrase for stupidity to promote, oh, well, yeah, no, it's crap. But I want to point out that I cut through with my little channel. Thank you. And again, thanks to the subs, of course, that I don't have to do all this nonsense and try to cause any drama filled stuff to get views up in the 3,000-4,000s like everybody else. Yeah, I mean, some of my videos surpass some people who have way like 6, 7,000, 8,000 subs on the same night that we had a podcast conflicting each other. So it's, again, it's one of those things I'm happy for, having a discussion. Like, we created our channel to talk about games. I give you behind the scenes of what's going on in the industry. And if you want questions about why this happened or why that happened. Now, with that said, I again, my props to Jay, Justin S, and everybody else. See, like I said, I came here just to have fun and talk about stuff, and you guys have been cool to let me get some of my internal thoughts out. And when I've seen stuff through the news media and games media, has been getting really poor and really stupid, and it's spinning everything now. I mean, spinning the topics, the subjects, they're getting really bad. But I stated this in Purge Week after how E3 was going crazy. And I also, when I came back to America after my trip worldwide, when I've been traveling around to look for contracts and stuff. Even though I have a contract with Sony and a contract with Nintendo at this current point, my channel, should I say Katie's channel, me and Katie's our channel. If you ask questions on inside of how board meetings go, how to program, how to do certain things, how to do this and that, then I will gladly answer your questions. But as I stated in the Purge Week thing, and also a video, and also in that, again, you go to that pin. Let me see, when did I pin that, just to make sure people kind of understand that. Let me see. I pin, and I will share it with you guys so you can see on the screen. Share, boop, and share screen. There you go. It's right here. Like, I pinned this in July 29th of last year. And you go to my Google Plus account, and you could, Endure, of course, and go there, and you could see it at the top. I pin it up top, and I keep it up there for a reason. I am not a I am not a pretend news site. I don't want to be a news site. I said I ain't gonna be a news site. I don't think. Can I give you certain things? I think that to stop the crap that's going out there, yeah, I will do that if I feel it is warranted, when people start making, unfactual facts and everything else. But I mean, for those who keep on asking, again, thank you for my subs. I have mad respects for you guys, but don't look for me to be your majority rumor buster. Right now, it's for some weird reason everybody wants the hype going for this, hype going for that. I don't going, put it this way. Everybody wants to know what's the next console is. I don't know. Again, for the 15th millionth time, I do not know what the NX is. If it's a console, great. If it, as I said, it might be fail on arrival if they come out next year. Everybody's trying to predict about it. I don't think it's a console, but again, that's me speculating. Speculating. I do not know what it is. Please do not ask me any questions about that, because I don't know what it is. Can I find out about some stuff about it? Yes, but here's the next thing. I don't care. When you try to worry about more news than playing the games that you have, something's wrong with the gaming industry or the gaming fans or the stuff on YouTube. That's one of the reasons I came on this thing, just to talk about games, have fun. I do talk about things behind the scenes, where if a person asks me a question, as you can see in most of my NC Lite podcasts, what will make the industry better? Boom. What do you need? Would this happen if they put this together in certain cases? They talk about games, I would answer that question. But I do not know what it is. I can't do it. I can't break it for the future, and I'm not gonna bug my friend for everything, just to get popularity and infamy. I mean, that's not me. That is not me. Like I said, most of you guys who are sub to me, you guys have a Twitter page, Twitter page, an Instagram page. Just like I said, in my real life, I don't have none of that stuff because I like being by myself. I'm happy that this channel is an outlet for me and my sister to talk about games and get some stuff off our chest. But other than that, I don't have none of those stuff. I don't have a Twitter page. I don't have a Instagram page. I have a Facebook page, but that was like set up long time ago. And basically, I remember when I got a Facebook page, and I had like, because of what I've done and who I've done stuff in the music industry and everything, I had like 15. I had millions of people like to the Facebook page, and then after that, and the company page got hacked through Facebook. Like I said, the company, I basically tell people just go to the company page, the real company page, and on my Facebook page, I just wiped it clean and just add. I have maybe about 400 friends, and these are people I met in real life and I talk to. They're not like, I've cut out people who I never met in my real life. So that's just setting up who I am. So to go to a question of people have seen what Super Metal Dave 64 is talking about. Again, you know what? If it could be true, I just hope the person that he's doing this to get infamy and money on YouTube. Great for him. He wants to go ahead, right ahead. I'm not gonna knock his hustle. Go right ahead, dude. I hope the person, and you know what? If the person in any way, as he says, his contact, kind of like how my friend is back in Japan. So the difference is though that I have a mutual fun with this guy, and he sends me stuff, and I chit chat with him, and we talk about games and stuff like that. If I want information from him, it's mostly towards business, like as me to get a contract. And you know what? Shout out to my boy Kenji. He helped me get a contract with Nintendo last year. But other than that, everything else is gonna be just me and him chit-chat and talk about stuff that's relevant to what we're talking about. I'm not gonna pressure him and make him feel awkward to ask him questions for what to bring to money. I'm not a news channel. That's what I say. I'm not gonna do that. So that 2 videos plus again the pin post you're seeing right here. I'm staying in my own lane, not doing that. The game is supposed to be about fun, and I hope. I hope the person who's giving that guy all the information that he's talking about, I hope he don't lose the job, because you know what? The people who did that, the Smash Brothers League, they lost their jobs. And I don't get that. Why I would just to be informed, and it's not even in the gaming world, in other places, but just to become famous that you release this to lose your job. I'm not cool with that. And if I hope that guy don't lose cool with that. Some things about his post don't make sense to me, but again, he has more subs than me. He has more people following than me. He got everything more than me. So my little peon words is not gonna stop somebody who's listening to him or rumors from Nintendo World or Wii U Daily or Player Instance or any of those cats. They got more subs than me, and more people are gonna follow them. I mean, I've listened to. I've listened to Players' fan cast when him and Turner John was talking about stuff, and majority of stuff they talk about didn't make no sense because none of them knows how to. None of them are developers. None of them are coders. None of them are businessmen. None of them know how to do R&D. And that's the same thing with a lot of these channels. Can they predict some of this? Like I said, I've watched some Mel Dave stuff. He's about 35% correct with most of his predictions. I'm not into the predicting game, so I wish. So if you want to go and listen to, and for those who want to listen to him and or ask, trying to juxtapose me towards him with some stuff, hey, I'm not. I don't. I don't care. You're supposed to enjoy your game, so enjoy it. Not my thing. So I just don't get it. But other than that, and like I said, with Leatherhead was going back to Leatherhead when he's talking about them versus us. I mean, it's human nature. What's going on right now in the gaming industry is reflecting the human nature outside. We just need to. When the internet came around, everybody looking around for a group of yes men to keep their egos up. I don't need people to keep my egos up. I enjoy I came here. I met cool people. The Shep, Andre, Doc, even some of my sub, SK Massive, Doc Goals, I mean, Anderson Archilla, Triple M, Red, I mean, everybody, Jay Fleming gave us a lot. I met cool people, and I'm happy. Some of them has, and you know, Double M, like I met them, and they know who I am in real life, and blah blah blah. But that's basically why I came to do certain stuff like that. I'm not gonna, you know, and those are cool. You know, it's cool to meet with these guys and talk about such stuff. And sometimes we talk about stuff outside of gaming, which a lot of, that shows you that what's going on right now is a reflection of society. The internet is now you need yes men. You need people to back you up and pump you up to make you feel good with your lies or your insecurity. And that's what's going on in the gaming time at YouTube. But what I said to on his video when I commented on in Google Plus, I was saying, but you think the gaming side of YouTube is bad? Oh no, 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 no. There are some other communities in YouTube that's just as bad or way worse when it comes to the dogma and all the negativity that goes on in YouTube. So I'm really level head. Don't fool yourself. Go into the side where they talk about hair. Go into the side where they talk about men versus women. Go inside with these feminazis and sexists. Go inside with these social justice warriors, people who want to make certain movements to think that they're better, who want to be more progressive and progressive versus traditionalists. People, and of course, you don't even talk about the religion side. Whoa, they're even more nasty on that side than it is in gaming. And the only reason I've noticed because, like I said, my radio show reflects on when people ask me certain questions and they send me video links to stuff and I have to ask on live air on my radio show. It's like, wow, no, that's crazy that person said that or do that or whatever. Kind of like how right now, like because of the LBC, I'm gonna incorporate that into my radio show because I've seen stuff in real life that makes me think, you know what? I'm gonna add this to my radio show, the LBC moment of the month, because holy crap, people are crazy in this world. They, as one person I know, I would say, they out every day you find a new level of craziness, or they invent a new level of craziness. But I mean, them versus us again is human nature. You're not gonna stop it. People want to feel secure in what they bought, what they purchased. Some could be doing that. Some could do that. I can, because again, I don't care what anybody else's console is, and I don't care if you. I mean, the only thing I want is people not to buy the broken games, not to buy the DLCs and all the bad practices, because that affects us all as a community. But again, it's their money. If that's what they want, that's what they want. Me, again, I bought my Wii U. I enjoy it. People might say I white knight for Wii U. I don't really. I just say facts. Because it's funny that everybody who tried to argue, I don't even argue, like go back and forth and try to come up with their stuff, I asked them many times, and you can see I've done these one-on-ones now. They don't come out for the one-on-ones. I don't know why that. I said, shout out, like I said, props to Turner John that he's the, you know, he came on, but the person he allies can't come on, but you know, he came on. And again, you could go to that video and see, even if you present, sometimes even you present facts right in front of people's face, they're so delusional that they still see that the sun is green, even though you tell them it could be red, or the ocean is black. It's just because they're so delusional in their hype, and they got enough people to back them up. Or people idolize them, give them the chance to say, "Hey, you're a cool person," and whatever. I'm not that kind of person. I'm trying to keep my channel as cool as it could be. If you want to learn, again, if you want to learn about basically this is the best example. Again, look up when you listen to the one-on-one Turner John, you see what I talk about. When I'm doing the NC Cast lights, like the real ones, you see people ask me questions. I ask questions, and again, I'm the gamer. Like I say, if I don't know, I don't know. Look at the one-on-one with Salim. He asks questions about programming stuff. I don't see not many people doing this in this part of YouTube. Not even the big YouTubers, because they're not gamers, developers, and all that stuff. I'm not even seeing them say, "Hey, what this is." I'm the one. Again, everybody look at the one I talked about with Unreal Engine, like. People don't know about these certain things. Everybody's everybody is just talking about the future, the disappointment, the gaming industry. Now, 8th generation as a gamer, as everybody say, yeah, it's kind of bad. It is kind of bad. And I was going to do a video about this, and I'm still going to do a video about this, really, technically speaking. It's bad, but what can I say? I have enjoyed my 8th generation experience. I have to say, I'm not lying. I have enjoyed my 8th generation experience because I bought the games that I have. I enjoy them. They're fun. They have not been broken, and they have not been messed up DLC practices in it. I mean, I know our person would say about, oh well, you know, Fire Emblem or Splatoon and all that stuff. Hey, again, you do the same thing when you bought your Assassin's Creed Unity and Evolve and everything else. So what do you want me to say? I mean, I'm not gonna. My reason I buying Splatoon was not, and you can go back to my Splatoon video. I said if you don't like what was in Splatoon, don't buy the game. So if you're gonna come at me and say that when I said that you should not buy the game if you think it's not fully contented, then that's your thing. The same thing what happened in Street Fighter 5. I mean, I'm taking my own advice that I said in that video that I'm gonna wait until Street Fighter 5 feels the way it is. I'm not an online person really, except for doing this and maybe Splatoon, but I'm not an online game player. That's not my thing. So everything being hooked up to online, not my cup of tea. I'll wait for the stuff to come out. That's me. That doesn't reflect anybody else, but that's just me. My opinion onto that. And you got, and like I said, with Fire Emblem, again, I mean, the game, that's something that I think Nintendo do need to work on, because now that everybody and their mama is like at Nintendo's firewall to find out every single freaking thing about the company for real, that they can't release now. Excuse me. They can't release the game like they used to do back in the past of, okay, let's release the game in Japan and then work on some stuff and whatever, and then release the game in Japan, Europe, or now it's just better if they just hold off the game and release it in all 3 markets basically within a month or so you don't feel, because the thing about it is like nowadays people are like, oh man, and they capture and they start playing the video and sharing Let's Play and everything out there about the game. Fire Emblem was 2 stories they put together. And then the revelation, again, shout out to Highlander. I commented to your that you commented on my photo about buying my backups, because I have the game digitally. I was gonna buy Street Fighter didn't appeal to me to buy then. So you know what? I took my money and bought Conquest and Birthright as backups as physical discs. I mean physical media. I do that with most of my games because if I feel that the game is good and it has done nothing really bad, it's a good game, a Bayonetta, 104, 101, I have it digitally, I buy it physically. That's just the way it is. I give Nintendo 100% profit and 80% profit. That's just how I am. You don't have to buy by my rules. Like I said, I've never told anybody, because anybody could go on my channel. You can never tell me I ever told anybody to buy a Wii U or 3DS on my channel, even though it's a Nintendo centric channel. Never, because I don't. It's your money. So that but with the internet going as crazy it is right now, and how people, like I said, scratching on it, and what Nintendo needs to do is, like I said, have all that stuff together, because again, Revelation came like 4 or 5 months after the release of Fire Emblem Fates, or should I say Ifs, went in Japan. But again, people feel that they get shorted in America. You know what? Hey, if you feel shorted, voice your opinion and speak with your wallet. That's one of my hashtags that I always do. When it comes to it and it's getting just weirder and weirder with certain things. Look, I saw some questions in my how should I say it? You know, today, and how news has been flying around today and this and that. I will answer at least one of these questions just to state something, and maybe it will be a topic for next time. Look, when I went to Japan and I went to the Kyoto offices and got around there and looked around, Nintendo felt that third parties were doing them wrong. The error in the room and what everybody's talking about, that they don't care for third parties. That's what I said back then. I'm sticking to what I said and what I saw back then, back in September of last year. Now, I said Square Enix Japan, because of business sense, is coming back around to working with Nintendo. That's happening. I said that back then as well, too. Also, but Nintendo understand that they're the only ones making these killer profits with their third place console, quotation marks, so that if you can't see me, they're making these insane profits that they say they're basically saying, you know what, they're gonna try to keep development and make their games more abundant. That's why they merged the markets. That's why they opened studios. That's why they moved Kyoto Studio to be a bigger, so more in-house development could run underneath the larger building. They're trying to keep their development up. So, I mean, they're going to have droughts. Again, every console has droughts. But they're trying to make it faster and more efficient to bring out more games quicker and quicker. Now, my last podcast, and then I think another question also in the podcast, the last Ncast Lite, and beyond that, in 2015, it was an Ncast that they would have had a question with somebody else. Look, I said EA should never, because everybody's talking about the EA thing. There's not many things from EA that interest me to buy, really. I mean, I don't care for the sports games. Y'all want it, this is my true opinion. If you want it, yeah. But I don't care for sports game unless it's like a SS Tricky or FIFA Street or whatever. FIFA, I don't even think I like FIFA no more. I mean, I love football. My best sport in the world I love is football. Internet, football. You call it soccer in America, but football. But I ain't played a FIFA game since 2000. Shoot, the last one I worked on, which was the 2006 one. I mean, I played it constantly, but it's just one of those things that just never intrigued me. Now, Mass Effect Andromeda coming out. Hey, it comes out. It comes out. I'll see what it is. But Mass Effect's never intrigued me either. It's just that. So if those, like I said, my thing, when a guy asked me a question about it, I said this to him. Right now, the only person who has the capital to keep on making gaming consoles for the foreseeable future is Nintendo. So EA will have to come back. Now, would it come back with most of their bullshit with Origins and money and want Nintendo to flip the money for them? If that's the case, I would tell Nintendo, fuck them. But if they want to come, but again, when it comes to the only cat in town console wise, I mean, they still got the Origins and it's kind of dropping off year and year, but it could happen. It could happen. A lot of these third parties might realize that, wow, we're messing up. We need to stop do certain things. And I don't know if Nintendo's the one to force them. That's why you can see a lot of times. I mean, Shigeru Miyamoto said this, Iwata said this, Reggie said this. We're staying basically kind of like what I put up on, you saw on the screen when I put up we stay in our own lane and make our own money. Everybody's trying to pit us to fight each other for some weird reason. Phil Spencer and Yusuke Ishida do not care that much about Nintendo in that regard, because they have their own financial problems they got to worry about. Nintendo has problems too, but again, they're making more money than both of those guys. So again, why would I? That's the push for conflict from YouTubers and the games media is just astounds me. Because Phil Spencer has a Wii U, Yusuke Ishida has 2 Wii U, Reggie has Xbox One, and those guys said publicly many times they enjoyed each other's consoles. So why do these guys could do that, but the gamers can't do that, or the games media themselves can't do that? That's weird. But again, I want to thank everybody out there for listening to my channel and listening to certain things. Like, I'm not a news channel, and for anybody, and again, to let everybody know this, there's only three things on this channel that I care about or I will ever spout out, and really is that, One, I just want to play the games. Those that you take your money, you buy the games you want to buy, and have fun with, no matter what console it is. Do not care what anybody say, what you said, because you could tell. Again, I don't bash anybody else for buying their other consoles. It's your money. Have fun with it. That's all it is. Two, the only thing about video games I care about is I don't care for the sales. I talk about financial stuff because the most important thing when it comes to financial is profits. As long as the game or the company makes profit, that means there gonna be more games coming along. That's all I care about. Again, because I could show you, I've said many times how many games that sold millions, but was a financial flop. And where are those games now? Some has been pushed off to the side, and the next iteration of those games come with what? Microtransaction, DLC, season pass, because they have to find an external revenue to make the games feasible. That thing is so. And that when it comes to video game sales and stuff like that, as long as it makes profits, that's all I care about. I don't care about if you sell whatever it is. When I spout out the Mario Wii and the stuff from last generation, or Mario Kart now and everything else like that, is because they made profits. They made super profits. They made things that other game developers and designers and everybody else wish they could make. That's why I spout that out. But you know what? I don't care what any, if you buy your consoles, enjoy them. That's the whole point. Buy the games you like, enjoy them. The stuff that gonna hurt the community, I will speak about that. But again, it's still your choice to do what you want to do. The gaming market right now is in a downfall. It's really going downhill right now. So you know what? If I'm seeing this thing, I'm sitting back, really in a way, laughing back, looking at everybody breaking it down that way. So I ain't got a time to waste with all that nonsense. Y'all go ahead. I want to thank everybody who come to my channel and share my videos, because like I said, for this small little channel to go beyond the viewership, always goes beyond what the sub count is and the comments, everybody's comments. I try my best to, because I'm a busy person, I try my best to reply to every of those comments, and I wish, excuse me. And thank you all for taking your time and watching what it is. Like I said, and you know what? It's been great that basically within a year to get this far and get people talking about common sense stuff and logical stuff. Again, I'm not a news media channel. Do not ask me for, like I said, because I've seen I do not know what the NX is. I could speculate among the rest of them. My speculation might be more correct, but it makes no sense to throw that out there for anybody out there. It makes no sense to do it because I don't want to be quoted. I don't want this channel to be infamous to saying, "Oh, this guy said this," whatever. Because again, they have so many people who have so much followers that's gonna drown this little channel out. So I don't care. For the people who listen to me and give me the chance, thank you. I really do thank you. And just remember to go out there and play your games and enjoy them. That's all it is. So Leatherhead, sorry, I understand where you're coming from, and you had a good video about that, but I don't get into that drama, and I'm not gonna. You can keep your channel from subjecting yourself to the drama. Now, the only reason that I say stuff about maybe some people say I white knight Nintendo, because I could prove that you're wrong. I can 100% factually prove what you want wrong. And again, anybody who think that I'm wrong, please, I am open to one-on-one with y'all. Put it in the comments. You could Google plus me, like, yo, what you said about this and this is wrong. Let's do a one-on-one. You might enlighten me on certain things, because I don't have all-seeing eye all over the place. I don't. I try my best to be as objective as I could be. I am, because again, everybody on this planet, if you pass 10 years old, you're basically biased. Shoot, even a little kid, if you put his hand on the stove, he knows, shoot, that was hot. Let me not go mess with that again. He's biased because he knows that thing is dangerous. Everybody is biased. But we got to look at things objectively and be honest with ourselves. And I'm honest with myself. So with that said, I have a great one-on-one coming up with Shepard. I need to stop putting leave the question open in some of these things, but I will answer those questions with the Shepard and get his point across, and let's see what happened with that. So basically in the next about 8:05, 8:10, me and him is gonna go live. We're gonna do a one-on. I'm gonna one-on-one with the Good Shepherd. We talk about video games and everything, as you've seen. I did the one with Red Fox, Salim, and Andre, the video game idea guy. If you have, I'll basically ask y'all questions in that podcast because I saw some questions that people want and topics people wanted me to bring up, and like I said, I'll do it over there. So about 8:05, 8:10 at the most, we're gonna start off our podcast on the 101. But again, once again, guys, thank you for listening to me on my sister's channel. There are some special stuff that we're gonna do in the future. Like again, nobody's won the contest. So people's again, two games that people's missing, just 2 games. And I'm sorry that it's so difficult that these 2 games are so hard to get, but hey, again, if somebody wins that, you get a lot of stuff for it. So when the games contest, win all these game packages, of course. But with that said, thank y'all for listening to us. I'm gonna try to do a Metroid, a Metroid playlist, how Metroid influenced me through my life of gaming and basically made my company what it is, helped me my company what it is to this day. I'll do that, and I'll keep, like I said, I keep the LBC alive because there's a lot of stupidness going around. And with that said, as usual, you know what? Like I said, me and my sister can't thank you all enough to listen to our channel, small as it is, to get the views way beyond the way it's supposed to be, and people sharing it in countries that my other channel that has millions of subs don't get shared in certain those countries is kind of cool, really. And so thank y'all for that. So with that said, you know my stance is at the end. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply just play your games and check. And basically, I'm gonna check you guys on the flip side, 8:05, 8:10 with the Good Shepherd. Peace out.